When Prince Philip died, members of the squad, a newspaper editor called Emma Tucker said that she enjoyed Prince Philip's racist gaffes. The readers, the public enjoyed those gaffes, which sometimes had a racial element added to it, members of the squad. That's what she said. That's what she wrote in an article, and it was published. They were happy to plaster it because they know their readers. They were happy to do it, members of the squad. They could not hide their racism, and they were happy whenever they see members of the royal family being racist, like how Prince Philip was towards people of Asian descent and even of African descent. They were happy. And someone said something very, very fundamental. Let's break down this, because after these so-called derangers found out that Prince Harry will be headed to New York with his beautiful wife Meghan, whom these derangers themselves cannot stop hurling racial abuse towards, cannot stop harassing, cannot stop abusing. They started saying that with hashtags, Prince Harry is a racist. That's what they began to do. What they were trying to do is to make it trend, members of the squad. They were trying to make the people that invited Harry to issue an address, that is Nelson Mandela's own family, to issue an address at the United Nations to make them revoke their invitation to Prince Harry. As a matter of fact, they even started petitions hoping that Prince Harry can be stopped from addressing the UN on Nelson Mandela Day. The man who protected his wife from their racism, the man who was openly talked and spoken about racism within the royal family, targeted at his wife. And someone said this, that Cole Joe said that, let's break this hashtag down. Harry has made some mistakes in the past, yes. And racists, they loved him for it. Harry grew up, he apologized. And feeling betrayed, racists began to get angry. Harry married a black woman. They lost their minds. They were so pissed. They declared war on him. The racists declared war on Harry because he married a mixed black woman. Not just marry her. Harry respected her, respects his wife, loves his wife, cherishes his wife, the mother of his two kids, Archie and Diana. And they were so pissed off because they saw that he truly is not like the other members of the royal family that have tainted characters. Characters that you see, people like Emma, when they were writing articles, they loved hearing about Prince Philip's racist gaffes towards people of African descent or towards Asians. You can see that. That was their target market. And clearly, they got some people to agree with the tabloid's own racist point of view, members of the squad. I mean, I've said this before. We've all heard from, Dan Wootton, for instance, a so-called monarchist, Dan Wootton, who said that he believes that members of the royal family should remain whiter than white. But apparently, he says that Meghan did not experience any racism. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what's in my mind day in, day out? Do you see what's happening? And someone will say that in a nutshell, Harry was their favorite when they believed he was a chip off the old block. However, the fact that he was never protected from his antics, like William, forced him to actually confront his views and actually evolve. Prince Harry evolved a little too much for their liking when he married a woman of color, that is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, his wife and the mother of his two kids, Archie and Diana. And someone, I remember once upon a time, said this, that, they loved him. They loved Harry when he was the third little boy, walking behind his mother's coffin, a mother who was chased to her death by the UK tabloid media, members of the squad. As a matter of fact, in Prince Harry's early 20s, He says so himself that he would like to leave the royal family because he knows, because of the tabloid press, what they do, the lies that they write, because of what they did to his mother. It influenced his decision to want to leave. And then the same racist individuals, the same derangers, the same ones who targeted his mother, harassed her, said strip Diana of her titles, and she was stripped because clearly the Queen never liked Princess Diana. She was stripped of her titles. I mean, the Queen, when Princess Diana died, she had to be begged by the Prime Minister at the time, Tony Blair, to issue a statement to the public on the late Princess Diana's death. That's what they had to do to the Queen for her to issue a statement. Because of the public mood, the Queen had no choice but to do it. But clearly, it went to show that they never liked the late Princess Diana. And when Prince Harry finally fell in love, with a mixed-race black woman, and they saw him happy, they wanted to destroy that happiness. They were happy when they saw Prince Harry in tears. Actually, holding off tears, being so sad, because he was told not to cry. Harry was told not to cry at that moment. Holding off tears, upset that his mother had lost her life. They were happy to see Prince Harry walk behind his mother's coffin. But they are angry that Harry will not walk behind his own wife's coffin because of what they are doing right now. They almost succeeded in drawing Meghan to even take her own life. That's what they did. We've learned that from Meghan herself in the Me You Can't See. And even in the Oprah interview, Harry spoke about it. And clearly with pain in his heart because of what the tabloid media did to his wife. Now, what am I trying to say? The media loves it when the royals are visibly racist. They love it. The tabloid media owned by Rupert Murdoch and Rothmere, they love it. They love it. I mean, look at what Emma said in the Sunday Times before she had to apologize. Clearly, it was a fake apology because she meant every single word. She was happy to write that. She was entitled to write that. She felt the white privilege, entitled her to write an article. She was happy to write it. And that she did. What she didn't expect was the backlash. And that when she received it, she apologized for it. But clearly, when you see that happen, clearly that apology, she did not mean it. Members of the squad, Prince Harry did the wonderful and most remarkable thing out of love for his wife and kids. And I've said this before. If the media simply treated Harry's wife with dignity and respect, did not spend his time bullying his pregnant wife to the point that Prince Harry had to plead once as a boyfriend, then as a husband, then as a father, for them to back off of his pregnant wife, then Harry would still be in the UK. If they weren't having this hate vendetta targeted at Meghan, he would still be in the UK. That was the way. And they wanted so hard for Meghan to leave. They were happy to write articles that Meghan should go back to America. And when she left, she said, okay, we are leaving. They became bitter again. They feigned, public outrage. The media was plastering over the front pages. What have they done? Because a father of Archie to Archie, a husband to Meghan, said enough is enough with the abuse. We deserve better. We deserve to thrive, not to survive. Not to take abuse and be told, hey, look, you can't do this, you can't leave. Then what? What's the other option? Take abuse. Or watch as your wife falls apart, wanting to take her own life because of the tabloid media abusing them day in, day out. The negative press having an effect on their mental health. That was the alternative. And Harry said no. Harry said no to that. And he made that decision by his own admission in the Me You Can't See to protect his wife, to protect his family. Now that he had a family to protect, his wife and child at the time, Archie. He only had Archie at the time. Members of the squad. And Prince Harry, I see these people doing what they're doing right now. There's only one person, members of the squad, who fought against racism targeting his wife, and that person is Prince Harry. There's only one person who openly went and spoke about racism, and that is Prince Harry. And he was actually bullied and insulted for it by UK tabloid media, who prefer him to be quiet, to cover and hide for every single atrocities that they committed against Meghan. Now, as someone even made this comment and said that, hey, look, these individuals are labeling and name calling Prince Harry as a racist because this man loves his family. These individuals, called the derangers, are trying to make Prince Harry is a racist trend because they hate that he married a black woman and he loves his family. He loves his wife and his children enough to move away from the real actual individuals that are indeed racist and have clearly been racist towards Meghan and their kids, Archie and Libedana, members of the squad. Harry moved far away from those toxic people, and we are glad and happy about that. Now, Prince Harry is also faithful to his wife and not an adulterer, like allegedly Prince William's affairs, members of the squad. So these individuals trying to target Prince Harry, clearly it is not working, members of the squad. Now, what do you think about all of this, members of the squad? I want to hear your opinion about every single thing that is currently happening. And with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our growing family on YouTube. Love your family always and forever. Stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.